Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Innkeeper, and today I would like to welcome you all back to Darkstone. Last episode we hollowed out a tunnel towards the entrance that is going to be our new hall. As you can see right here, I've done quite a little bit of work off camera. This took about 2 hours, I might add, to cut through some of this. So what I'm going to do is just have an episode of me going through a little bit of the process, just so you can see what I'm doing. It's not too crazy. But we do need to hollow out, we need to go down at least 8 more blocks, I feel. Maybe even more than that. Maybe even 10 blocks. And also sort of chisel around the sides right here. So that's what we're going to get. That's what we are going to start doing. I might add, it was 2 hours, but it was sort of on and off. I was also building a new statue design that I'll be showing you in a little while. It's much smaller, and I do think it's better as well than the sort of bigger version that I did create. So hopefully you will all enjoy that. I will just sort of have it here. I won't spawn it in until sort of everyone's seen it, and then I will. So there we go. So what I'm going to do is just mine around here, enjoy myself, get enthralled in the world, as you could say. I might add, enemies are getting significantly harder now. we nearly had an incident during the sort of off-camera session with the enemies that we've been dealing with, being that they are just extremely tough. So what we need to do is upgrade our militaristic capabilities with some, probably more knights. More tanks, really. Is more tanks a good idea? Or maybe just more archers? Look, just basically we need to get some more footmen anyway. Another cleric could also be a really good idea, so I might get someone to start doing that. We have plenty of people mining, or building that is, so I suppose it's not really the end of the world if we get someone to quickly do that. I'm paused right now, even though I should really have the game going. God, those blocks right there probably going to be inaccessible. I'm going to have a little bit of an awkward time getting through them. I mean, quite a lot of the blocks are, I suppose, a 2x4. It's just sort of the way that I place my selections when it comes to mining. It's going to be quite awkward. So it's a 2x2 here. Don't want to screw it up too much, otherwise I'm going to have a little bit of a hard time. So right here, 3x40. And the same over here. Of course, I didn't do that on the other side. What I will do, while we're mining down here, is I will go down by 1 extra layer. And just sort of what I did the first time, or the second time even, was just build a trench through it and then mined through that. I felt like it made time go by a little bit faster. So that's what I did. There we are. And while they're building it, we just sort of focus a little bit more on the Hearthlings themselves. I think we have a few other people to name, because I do believe I got like 1 or 2 extra people. I can't remember. I did this over the weekend. What was that? 40. Well, it's just 40. It's 1 block thick anyway. And like I said, I'm paused right now. I should really have the game going, but I'm paused just because I don't want to have any incidents. While I look things up. I say look things up. I made a little bit of trouble today. I'm very tired all of a sudden. I was quite chipper this morning. And then I just sort of lost the will to do anything. Ooh, 6 being right there. This chunk's a little awkward. Right, so now we're going to finish up doing this other side. Should really just maybe focus on the top first. Oh god, well that's a screw up and a half right there. That is a shame. It doesn't matter because the walls, I suppose, are going to be filled in with nice decorations. So I'm not too concerned. Alright, this is meant to be 3 blocks across. Oh, it said 4 blocks across. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay. Is there a way for us to stop that? Bit late, I suppose. Do I just... It's so awkward! Screw it. I don't care. Otherwise, I have to dig through it all again. This is why I'm only going to have an episode showing this off, because it's not exactly the most interesting thing to watch. But like I said, I wanted to just sort of have an episode showing off the process. Right there. There we go. Also, I may fall behind, because I don't have an amazing amount of time to get all of this mined out off camera. So you might... If I don't do this, then I'll fall behind on video making. Right, 3 right there. 3 across right here. I'm just going to repeat myself, because that tends to be what I do when I'm mining. Well, when I'm building. I was meant to say building right there. 3. I still got to finish off that other bit. And the reason there are parts missing is because of... I was using sort of the main 4x4 building block right here. The tunnel. Is it tunnel? Yeah, the mine tunnel option. Don't know why I'm going all the way out like that. Yeah, there we go. Much easier. And these bits... I think I can go in by 3 here. I'll probably regret it. Might not be the case. Righty then. That looks good enough for me. I imagine they're going to get through that fairly quickly. At the same time, while they're doing that, let's get this tunnel started. So it should be around about here. There we go. And then we get this side done as well. So this should be the tunnel. Just go all the way over here. Game may lag now that I think about it, because there's a lot of space. Nope, it seems like we're fine. So all our Hearthlings are going to go down. And it's looking great right now. So like I said, we're having a little bit of trouble when it comes to defeating some enemies. At least I was during sort of the time that I was building the underground layer. Right there, more equipment. Tell you what, I'm going to pause right there. Do we need any... We can make a bunch of stuff. Although I will buy one more of these, because I'm not sure if I'm going to get myself another archer. Like, archers are just so good. Especially for taking out some of these enemies right here. I might add, they're like amassing. It's not great. Oh, and this lot. So, I'm not sure what's going on. It's some sort of giant zombie slumber party. It's a little bit awkward. They're showing off each other's chests, even though they all look exactly the same. They must be buying from the same supplier. I wonder who's got the monopoly on golden chests for giant zombies. They're probably making bank right now. And then just necromancer pits just spawning all over the place. Look at him. What kind of... Okay, it's just sort of a necromancer. I thought it was an orc face, but nope. Voman Soul Crusher. I don't think I would like to meet him in a dark alley. Or her. I don't know, I can't really tell. Yeah, anyway. Some more people. So let's quickly go down the list. I need to remember names now again, don't I? Well, anyone that's a miner will be new. Burly Hands. Isla Burly Hands. That just sounds like a name I've already put in. Just Burly Hands. I would have put a hyphen between it though, wouldn't I? Yeah, I would have. Or just no space, that kind of thing. So you're definitely new, and your stats are really good. So we're going to make you into a soldier. So what we'll do is we'll just turn you into a good old footman. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll change your name. If we go over to someone that did request to be a footman. Let's see. Although I do recall, did I make some miners that were also footmen? Well, I can change them as well. I just need to add more to my army, that's all. The militaristic side of our Dwarven kingdom is a little bit... Well, it's lacking. So let's see. Tanglefoot. I think that's it, Tanglefoot. Okay, I missed your name now. There we go, Tanglefoot. Seems good to me. Right, now let's go over the lists. So there's some people that are just miners that did also request to be... Oh no, you died, didn't you? Oh no, ignore. I forgot you died. I was looking and said, oh, footman. Okay, then. So let's see if I just have a quick little gander down the list. Well, really, we should look for someone with really good stats. 5-5 right there. DHS Drew. I think you're going to become another addition to our army. 3 and a 6. 5, 6 and a 3. Yeah, okay. And DS Drew. Grab a sword. Thank you very much. Now, we do need another cleric. I do think that's a good idea. Having a third cleric would definitely make our lives significantly easier. So we need a high sort of spirit stat. Having a high mind is also really good to increase their level game, but mostly spirit. Okay, yeah, done. Colton, you are definitely the best candidate for the job. So let's make you into a herbalist. So we turn 3 of our miners into classes. I think that's a good idea. We've done our job. What we really need to do is probably make some different armor types now. I say different, more armor types. Do we have any leather available? Having an engineer might also work out for us. Since we can lay traps, this is just going to be the narrow pass at some point. So we can just have a bunch of traps laid out on the front gate. That does sound like a good idea. How's our food doing right now? 112. Yeah, our food's sort of dwindling all of a sudden. There's some storage space issues. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Okay. This is the kind of group that can cause some pain if we're not careful. Especially because we got new people. I was really hoping not to deal with this kind of thing. It looks like they've got 2 clerics and a bunch of warriors, but they've got 1 kobold, which is not ideal. I could just sort of rush and try and kill their clerics so they can't heal. Right, tell you what. Everyone go into runaway mode. And all of our warriors need to move out here. Right, there we go. If we go for the kobold, we might stand some chance. I don't know. Just bundle on the kobold. Unless, of course, our archers get ganged up on, which may very well take place. In fact, that is taking place. Right, okay. So our archer right here. Schnod, you need to be moved to a different group. Because you are getting ganged on. Oh, okay. Add members. Both you and Aldra need to be moved. And you, Mr. Wolf, as well. I think it's a better idea if I just have the archers on a separate group anyway. So I can sort of direct their fire a bit better. Right, there we go. Now what we can do is... So, how are we looking over here? We could probably try and take them out. Or, yeah, we can shoot at the clerics. Oh, there we go. We're doing tons of damage. As for health, seems to be going well. But yeah, we're just absolutely wrecking those clerics. Yeah, it's definitely a good idea. Sort of just rearranging the damage. Make sure that the tanks are in a separate group. Well, tanks and the clerics. The archers, we can use them to direct a significant amount of fire at the more... At the targets that are a bit more of a higher priority, I suppose. Although we are losing a little bit of health right here with our 2 knights. But we are doing some damage right here. How are we all doing around? It's not looking great, is it? I wonder if I can direct your healing abilities. I don't want you to attack. I sort of want you to prioritize certain targets. Alright, so Sir Vincent is severely low. So what we'll do is we'll have Sir Vincent and you into a separate group. No, over here. I'm just going to have you run off. Unfortunately, you are the tanks. So it's not an ideal situation. Oh, okay. It's not... Apparently it didn't work. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, it did work. It just doesn't say that you're actually part of the group. That's a little bit strange. Right, now everyone in this group, I want you to pay attention to that one. Meanwhile, I kind of feel like we need to deal with the bulky bastards over here, so that's what we're going to try. Schnod, you're... where are you? Oh. Oh, right, I see. Well, tell you what, we can have these 2 deal with the kobold. There we go. Just keep them occupied, really. Although they are going to deal with a little bit of damage from one of those guys, but that should be alright since they're a little bit low on health. Meanwhile, hopefully that kobold will be distracted so that we can try and take out some of these fleeing... Oh, wow. Wrecked. That was fantastic. Can't see the health of you. Are you alright, Arthur? Okay, a little bit low. Wow, you've taken no damage whatsoever. What about you, Tanglefoot? You're really in there. That's great. Kind of great, anyway. Oh, okay. I can get a good... There we go. So that's how much health you've got. Meanwhile, you 2 are still running away, but that kobold is getting there. What are you doing? I must have accidentally clicked the wrong move. There we go. I'll tell you what. Let's direct the fire at him. Did someone die? Where's Schnod? You need to run over here. And you lot need to focus that kobold. Arthur is low. Arthur... Right, can you 2 walk over here? Because that kobold is a pain in the ass. Arthur is low. Is that you? Oh, okay. That's not that bad then. We'll keep everyone here paying attention to that kobold. Or that orc. You archers can hit him. I'd rather archers take a little bit of a beating at the moment. Not now, though. that would not be ideal, because now they're taking a little bit of damage. So what we should do is move our archers. They're a bit faster, so they should be able to outrun our enemies. There we go. He has got spiky quiver. And as you can see, there's a little bit more strategy involved with taking out these enemies. Because they are just significantly tougher. Right, so now what we can do is deal with them. Or deal with him, anyway. I'll tell you what, no. Everyone, deal with that bugger. Our archers can just sort of run circles around this orc. Actually, you know what? How are you two doing? Oh, you know what? Yeah, you two try and take out that orc. Right, just shoot at him. The spiky quiver should slow him down. There we go. Meanwhile, they're all going up against him. Our archer is saved. Aldra Hill nearly died there. Failed on that level. Oh, wow. Already level 3. Level 3, level 3. Fantastic. So that means they should be able to be able to use better armor. Right, and now, if I could just have you lot keep running. Right, there we go. Now, try and take him out. Our healers should be able to keep our knights safe from any damage that should come from that little bastard. Keep calling them names right now, because they deserve it. It's already been nearly 20 minutes. That's absurd. That is... half the episode was just this fight. It's a good representation of just how in-depth the combat can really be, I suppose. But then again, I could just make like a bunch more warriors. I suppose that's just my fault, really. Righty then. So that should be it. There we go. So now, what we can do is put the knights back into this combat party. But the archers, they're going to remain in their own separate group. And then we move everyone over here just to keep them together. The only problem I have is, of course, the archers will probably move. They'll move by themselves. They won't be in a different group, basically. Yeah, that little hole right there annoys the hell out of me. So there we are. We also need to get our herbalist to just start making more health pots so that we can eventually turn them into a cleric. Having that third cleric is really going to help us out. Alright, so there we go. Herbalist. And let's just make as many as we can. 38 sounds like a great number. And you have quite a lot of intelligence as well, which means you should be able to level up fairly quickly. Alright, let's get this last line done. And in this episode, we just managed to trim the blocks a little bit, and that's pretty much it. So this next weekend coming up, I've got to finish off the work. Tell you what, that fight was really good. I was worried, because they are terrifying. But that fight was definitely the hardest one I've had so far. Still not finished mining all the way around it. I suppose it's because they're in... yeah, they were all in run away, run for your lives mode right there, so they didn't finish everything off. They're not in run away, run for your lives mode. Come on, use your English. I don't use my English very well, but I can still use it, damn it. They were in rally mode. They were, you know, the rally. The rallies. Oh, they're doing a good job here, though, making that trench. Eventually, we can build a Death Star. Make a hole. And that way, the enemies can go into our base. Just throw a Molotov into the hole, and we're all dead. Never thought to cover it up. Now we need more archers, though. You know, more damage output would be great. We could turn both of those footmen into archers. But then again, I think the 2 footmen, we could definitely make a new knight. Having more knights and ways to distribute damage between our tanks is definitely the best thing that we can do. Do the knights have an aura that like buffs up their HP or something? I need to find some knights. Got archers right there in their own group. I mean, it's kind of cool. Having 5 archers would be ideal. Just do a bit of food harvesting, because I think we're a bit behind. Yeah, we're losing food ever so slightly. Ah, here we go. So with our knights, you should have a... well, I think you have an attribute that boosts. So here is all the knights. This is just a taunt. They might boost courage of everyone around. So that's what I'm looking for. Courage boost is nice. Fortify. Damage gained from equipment increased. And damage gained. Defense gained even. Courage increased. So you seem to get the bonus if you have 2 knights. Okay, that's cool. Major strength. Muscle improved greatly from the presence of a cleric. Okay, that's good. 435 versus Arthur, level 6 footman, 257. Okay, or then again, I think you probably got 6 health as well. You've only got 5 body. Okay. Very interesting. So it's significant health upgrade. Tell you what, though. As I said before we finish off today, say before a few more times if you want me to, we need to make some slightly higher level gear, because we don't have that much of it at the moment. So we do have 2 more footmen. So for now, we'll make 2 more footmen gear, 2 more of the shields, and probably 2 more sort of footman-based swords as well. Is there any pikes, really? I suppose it's not that bad. Although I believe we... oh, there we go. 2-handed swords. Do we want to give them 2-handed swords? They're quite... you know, it's an extra 8 damage, but I feel like the defense bonus right here from this, it's plus 3 defense. It's ideal, really. Most of our damage comes from our archers anyway, by quite a significant amount. Like 20 attack versus... if we go to this page, I need to use the craft page more often. Is it the crafter that makes bows? Yes. Doesn't tell you how much the bow damage right there does. However, a 35 attack right there from a recurve bow. We've not made that... no, wait, we have. We've made quite a few recurve bows, I believe. We can make like 2 more. And just put these flags off for now. So make some more recurve bows. Let's go back into here. And just make 2 pikes in case we need 2 more pikes. We have so much iron, it's awesome. And helmets as well, 2 more helmets. Eventually we'll make some more knight gear. In fact, we can make 2 more of these. Need to make some more leather. Do we have our weaver? We do. So just make as much as we can. Invaders approaching. Oh dear. Oh, not fun. That is not the kind of enemy I wish to deal with. So we'll quickly fight off these enemies, I suppose. Take out the kobold, although take out the weaker ones. This one, for some reason, has just significantly more health than his friends. And at the same time, we'll just sort of completely wreck them. Or at least I hope so. Alright, everyone else just run off. So much damage right there. Right, you take him out. Alright then. Oh, well, looks like DHS is taking a little bit too much damage right there. It's because we're in the thick of it. Oh, we are really in the thick of it right now. Oh, too much fighting. I'm sick of it. Alright, DHS, I need you to run off. I just really wish I could just select them without put them into a group first. Alright, so have you run over there. Tell you what, have you run up here first. Meanwhile, are we still... yeah, we're still sort of trying to fight a bunch of them over here. So our archers are doing a pretty good job. And you lot need to just sort of fight them. Alright, there we go. That's 1. Take out... no, take out his friends, because his friends do the same. I think his little companions here, the kobold companions, do more damage, or just as much damage as the sort of little champion version. The only difference is the champion version has more health. Can't confirm that, though. So, you know, try and dispute it as you will. This is your prerogative. People, take out him. More important. Take out the damage dealers. Those little bastards don't do much anyway. There we go. The archers, keep him nice and slow. I think he's a boss one. I can't tell. Tell you what, the only problem I have is our clerics are a bit far away. Alright, there we go. Now we'll take him out. There we go. Now he's running for his life. So speed the game up a little bit more now, because I feel a little bit more confident. Since we should be able to out-heal these little trolls, or ogres even, because they don't do that much damage. I say they don't do that much damage, I'll probably die now. Look, they're taking like so much... Oh, wait, no, not pretty. So, focus down that one. I mean, they're taking a lot of damage. There we go, there's one. Oh, low on health right there. Our healers seem to be keeping up. I think we need one more, like 4 clerics. There we go. We did it. These enemies, man. They're getting so much more tough. Well, they're getting much tougher. Tougher Reno. Can we see if our cleric or herbalist has leveled up already? That'd be great. Let's see. Yeah, we just need to get more food as well. Or we could turn 2 more of our miners. Or at the moment, I think once we've done making that big haul, I'll turn most of our miners into warriors. Because the next rooms aren't going to be anywhere near as big. But if we find our herbalist, you are still an apprentice. You'll get there eventually, I suppose. More info. Experience gain is pretty slow. Pause the game right now in case we find ourselves getting into another fight. Let's see. So yeah, you're just making a bunch of health pots. That's fine. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Why don't we... Okay, I didn't actually do my full outro there. Every time, I always overjump. Well, I forget about something and then I remember it mid-outro. Gonna try and finish this off. Shouldn't take... I mean, it might take me another 2 hours. I'm not too sure. Oh, completely forgot. I knew I forgot something. Right, so the statue right here. The new statue design, if I can find it. Right, there we go. So this is the old one right here. I've made 2 different dwarf statues. These ones have shields right here. They look a little bit cuter, I'm not gonna lie, than this one. This one looks a little bit more menacing. I might change the design a little bit. I think it's just the angle that makes them look a lot less menacing right here. If we have a look. Yeah, there we go. From this angle, they're definitely a little crosser. But that's what I have right here. So if you want to just have a little look, you can pause the video. See if you like it or not. And they should fit. One right here, one right there. And they're huge in comparison to the Hearthlings. So they're still a menacing, very large statue. One right there, one right there. And they're very small in comparison to the really big one. Oh, no. Build, there we go. Which is this one right here, which is a little bit too big. But it's kind of cool, because we can have sort of one right there. And then 2 medium dwarfs. Can you fit this in here? I suppose not. Maybe if I go 2 more blocks down, I might be able to fit some of them in there. If I can, that'd be great. So I can have sort of some of these next to pillars. That would look really menacing. But there we are. I did keep the mace just because I think the mace is an underused weapon in statues. I don't know. It looks cool. It's dwarven. But there we are. Anyway, that's the small statue. I'll probably have a little bit more of a look at it in the next episode. But I am planning to sort of put them down. And like one here. Although I'd rather them face. So either they're here facing each other. Or they're sort of one there, one on the other side. I've got 2 versions. Because the shields and the maces are swapped basically. So shield on that side. This one, the shield pointing in that way. Or something like that should be the case. One right there. And one right here. You gotta click on it and then click build. And then it will let you do it. There we go. The shield on that side. Let me know your thoughts. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is the video right there. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter, updates on my channel, and Twitch for live streams. I've been the Innkeeper. And this has been a spectacular episode of fighting, which is pretty cool. See you next time. Bye-bye.